everybody. It is February 15th, and it's been a little bit warmer late winter than usual, and I've noticed there's some tulips popping up. Really interesting. These actually, I noticed them coming out of the ground in late mid-January. So very early for here. Usually they don't come up until like late February or early March. And over here are some daffodils popping up. These are barely popped up. I noticed, looks like there's some more right here that have been damaged, but I moved this over. I just noticed that just now. But anyways, you can see them popping up there. So, you can hear Mia barking. So that, but yeah, and then there's those tulips popping up. And then also over here there's some daffodils popping up, which I'll show you. Right here, there's some daffodils popping up. So it's really interesting because, yeah, there's cream puff in the window. But yeah, there was some lilies right here from last year, which are what these are. But I just chopped them down here because they were from last year. It's good to chop them down to get them out of the way. Here's Mia. There's our garden from last year. You can see some of the plants still left over. We took most of them out. But yeah, I thought I'd show that. What I'm gonna do is take these and throw them in the trash because we don't need them. But I just thought I'd show how interesting it is how early things are coming up. You know, like tulips in February or January. Like, yeah, comes in by fast. But I thought I'd show that for the garden. There's the bush there. There's that bush there. You can see the grass is dormant mostly. Pretty much all dormant. You can see the leaves don't even have trees, or the trees don't even have leaves on them yet. I'm sorry. I'm tired. You can see it's really clear and a couple clouds in the air now. There's the moon, but what's interesting is this morning it was raining super hard all day, and then in like this late morning it was snowing, and then turned to rain and it's cloudy and now it's sunny. So, but you can see this tree here, the Sienna Glen maple, the mix between a silver maple and a autumn blaze maple. You can see it's doing good, pretty big. And I'll go show you the over here, this tree over here, the Cleveland Select Flowering Pear Tree. I wonder if these are buds that are starting. I wouldn't be surprised. Everything's coming out early. You can see it's doing good. Its leaves actually fell off really late. But yeah, this is the the Cleveland Select Flowering Pear Tree, which gets white flowers in the spring. Really pretty, but really stinky. And then I'll show you the backyard, which is nothing really much back there. But I'll show you that. Go in here. You can see where the garden was last year. You can see all that. And when it rains, the gutters just dump off the roof and come in here, so you can see a lot of how wet it is in here. There's some weeds popping up already and some grass randomly popping up. Over here is looking kind of messy, but we had a lot of flowers in here, and geraniums are what these are, which I wonder if I should take those off or not. But there's that sprinkler on zone 1. There's Mia again. You can kind of see that. And then you kind of see over here, same thing, which I think this is a weed, but it might be a geranium. I'm pretty sure it's a weed, because this is a geranium right here. But I wonder if it's spreading, but I don't think that is. Because the weed, no, this is a geranium. The leaves smell a certain way, I think. I don't know, I'll have to check, but the geranium leaves have a really pungent smell. Right, and if that has a pungent smell, then that's a geranium. And I would be surprised if it's popping up this early already. But that was a geranium, but it's gone now. And it should come back soon, hopefully. There's the air conditioner. And I'll go show you the trees. So, let me get here to one of them. Here's the, what's it called? The, Norway maple tree, the royal red Norway maple tree. As you can see, it's got a couple leaves hanging on there still. And And I'll go show you the Autumn Blaze maple tree, which over here we got like a garden set up. Hopefully we'll get some plants in here too, for the back of the yard here for a garden. Okay, here's the Autumn Blaze maple tree. This actually grew a lot over the summer. Like those branches up there weren't there when we first got it. It was up to there and like at the edges there, but we didn't have those long ones there. So kind of see that those big ones on the top weren't there before, so it's definitely growing. And then this is funny. This cherry tree is so tiny and that one got huge. It's like these are both the same cherry tree. This one, like this is new growth. This is all new growth here. But what's interesting is that this tree was the same size, a little bit bigger than this one last year. This tree last winter was like up to here. And it grew up to here and then it grew again. Like this tree got really big. I think it got like 2 new growths in one summer, which is interesting. So that's that cherry tree. Interesting how big it got. So yeah, like that, like I'm serious, about like this tall last winter. So if I can remember correctly, it feels like it wasn't too much bigger than that one. So I don't know. It's always interesting how trees are, you know. But this is where the pool used to be. And now we got cherry trees, which yeah, you can kind of see in the winter time our yard looks, you can see the trenches and you can feel the holes in the ground and the trenches and the different, you can just see the ground and how there used to be a pool here, and also over there we got rocks now. You can just see the ground is a lot, like the grass isn't as long, so you can feel more trenches easily. From when we got our sprinkler system, our new one installed, you can just feel how there's like, you can just feel the holes where the trenches were a lot easier, especially over here and right here. Like, let's see here. There was like a big trench right here. You can kind of see it a little bit, and there's like a hole here, which is still there, but it's just in the winter time, or in the winter time, like it's easy to see. Like you can kind of see it right here, but in the winter time it's easy to see, but in the summertime no, because it's like the grass is so long. Same thing here. It's always interesting to see. And then over here too, because this used to be dirt and wood chips over here, and there's a garden here, but this used to be dirt and wood chips. Just a big drop right here in the grass here, but in the summertime it's really long, so you don't really notice that too much. So it's definitely interesting. But that's about it. You can see the birds and stuff. I don't know if you can see or hear them, but I don't know if you can see them, but there's a lot all over the place today. And there's the trees there, all that. So it's still wintry, but feels like spring is coming early. I know that. I wouldn't be surprised if we got an early spring. But yeah, that's our garden briefly. And Mia's barking for whatever reason. Mia! Anyway, she's such a crazy dog sometimes. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed.